Greetings and salutations, Nerdozens. This is Iowa and here we are with another delightful video. And this time I'm going to cover the Alien role-playing game. I oftentimes says Aliens, but the franchise actually is technically Alien. By Free League Publishing. This is the starter set. I literally forgot how much this thing MSRPs for. Something like this typically sits around like $30-ish, high 20s, just at the bottom of the 40s. Standard size is starter set box. Nothing terribly different from Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition starter sets boxes, which you can't see because they're way up there. This is good for 3 to 5 players. It has a 104-page rulebook, 48-page complete scenario, Chariots of the Gods, 5 pre-generated characters to play, 84 game markers, 56 high-quality custom cards for weapons, personal agendas, and initiative and combat, and a set of 10 engraved base dice and 10 stress dice designed specifically for the Alien role-playing game. I'm going to open this up now. No one even bothered voting in the recent video as to which one, so I just went with Alien. First and foremost, this non-treated top. As you can see here, we have a deck of cards. This deck contains the initiative cards, as well as items and agendas for your players. You have this silica packet. Do not eat. Do not eat. Silica is not good for your insides. However, it's good for your gun cabinet. And they're nice enough to give you 2 silica packets. You got a set of standard D6 dice, as well as the yellow stress dice, which are also D6s. Please note that the 6th spot has the alien face hugger on it. Or is that the first? Yeah, that's number 1. Spot 1 is the alien face hugger on it, where the regular dice have just number 1s on them. You have this rather nice book that comes in the box. Simple glue back. The art style is very minimalistic. Mostly of digital art that replicates the scenes of the movies. Or is scenes from the movies. The layout often invokes the generic sci-fi feel of a sci-fi TTRPG. Particularly the 80s feel with the green screen from the green monitors. But anyways, as I said, the artwork is not plentiful, but is entirely all scenes from the movie or CG scenes. Or specifically digital artwork scenes. Core concepts and rules. It is actually fairly well laid out overall. And to the point. Inside the box, you happen to get several character sheets. You have the basic information on one side for your character. And then on the back side, you have the stats and everything else for the characters. And then you have a map here. Put that down. that folds out quite nicely. This is actually a fairly high quality stock map. It's fairly thick, it's fairly durable, so it will hold up quite a bit. You got a map of space. And you have the classic alien style green screen layouts of ships. For the other side, with the Weyland-Yutani symbol or logo. Then you have the module Chariots of the Gods, which is actually a staple bound, which is pretty decent. It is around, say 48 pages long. Yet again, same art style as before. Very minimalistic. It's just digital screens of characters. General generic sci-fi framing and styling. I hate to say generic, but you know, that's just sci-fi kind of has a style, and sci-fi kind of just sticks to that stuff. By the way, the core rulebook that comes in it is a complete version of the actual core rulebook, and it's only 104 pages. And then here you got the punch-out card. I have yet to run Alien. This is simply just because my groups run multiple campaigns back to back with multiple game masters, and it takes a long time to get through one thing or another. You know, it takes me a while to get them into one system, and it takes time. Yeah. So, what do I say? Overall, I feel that the quality of the box set, the starter set, is actually quite nice. I love the fact that it comes with cards. This is a great way of helping players understand items, their initiative, and the concept of agendas. You have 2 sets of dice that can easily be handed around from player to player to do all their things. And there is enough dice, there's a total of 10 of them of each style, that you can actually split them between multiple people or just keep circulating them around. So there you go. I do generally feel from the quick overview I've done and a little bit of reading I've done that this is actually quite well put together. I'm not saying that there's any big issues there. It would have been nice yet again if there was a game mother screen in here, even if it's just a simple cardstock screen like in older editions of D&D or Star Frontiers. That would have been perfectly fine. But, okay. I personally feel that game master screens in starter sets is one of those things that should be a thing. And I personally found that when I started game mastering, the thing that helped me the most learning a new system is always having a game master screen around. Because a game master screen enables a game master to quickly glance at a series of references. I got the lid upside down. And see as to basic rules that they may have forgotten or something like that. Particularly if there's a notation that states what page more information can be found for that particular rule. That's awesome. I do love the fact that Paizo and their Pathfinder and Starfinder games have game master screens that have comprehensive rules on them, as well as references to what pages you can find more information on those rules. So there you go. This is one of those, it could have been a 4, but it's a 3.5 kind of situation. If it had a Game Master screen, definitely a 4 then. I would throw down 4. Even if it's one of those simple cardstock ones, like Star Frontiers up here, where the Game Master screen is nothing more than simple cardstock, that would have been absolutely perfectly fine. The Essentials kit for Dungeons and Dragons, Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition has a, if I remember correctly, a cardstock screen in it. And that's literally one of the best things they added to that. So, I do say that this is actually a really nice starter set. I really like the fact that Free League is pretty consistent in having upper end quality starter sets. They're not Chaosium or Paizo or Piazzo or even Cubicle 7. Cubicle 7 has really nice starter sets. You should check out that Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay starter set video. But this is actually still a very, very nice starter set. I've definitely said there should have been a Game Master screen in this. That's like the one thing it needed. So, they state that there is no character creation rules in the book. There is also a lot of thinning of some of the rules. Not all the rules are contained in it, but it contains everything that you need to play the scenario, and that's good enough. It does not contain xenomorph information. It just contains the unique alien from the Prometheus movie, I do believe correctly, in here. So there you go. So sad to say that does not have xenomorphs in it. If it had xenomorphs in it, and it had a little bit more of the rules from the core rulebook, and it had a Game Master screen, it would be a 4.5 or a 4.75 starter set. But there you go. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you have a delightful day, a nice night, a wonderful week, and a magnificent month, and see you next time.